In the criminal justice system, street racing offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Street Racing Prevention Unit. These are their stories.
You got your license, your registration card, this and that from the state police. You just got stopped the other day for your tint, so I ain't giving you anything for that. But I don't know if you know or not, obviously you don't, but if you read your manual, you can't have your car in sport mode when you're on a public highway in Maryland. That is operating your vehicle in a manner to cause excessive noise. Now you're in a special event zone, so now the fine's amped up. I look forward to seeing you in court. All right.
So, right here, looks like we got the Track Hawk sneaking up on my side right now. We got the Track Hawk right here. Look at this Track Hawk. This guy got the silver, dark gray Track Hawk, and it looks like he changed his pipes because he didn't like those ugly pipes that they put on the car when they was trying to sell it. So he's got the silver Track Hawk. Don't see many Track Hawks around. I know how he feels. He passes by all of these new Jeeps, and these Jeeps look so boring. These new Jeeps and stretch Jeeps, and they're so ugly and so boring, and they're soulless and characterless. But he's driving around in the Track Hawk. I wanted the bright silver metallic Track Hawk, not the dark gray Track Hawk. And I almost never saw it. Even when I was doing Count the Track Hawks, they only had black and red and white. They never had silver. Like, they never had regular silver. I've rarely ever seen the silver one. This is not silver. This is, his gray is darker than the gray that's on this car right here. And one time I went to check a silver one that was used, and then I found out, I was like, wait a minute, this is a wrap. It's not actually silver, it's black paint with a freaking silver wrap on it. So right away that killed that deal. I was like, no, I'm not interested. And I just left. I'm so glad I did not buy that car, because on top of the fact that they discontinued these things, it's like that would have put a hard hold on my credit. And they would have been like, yeah, well, we can't sell you this house at this interest rate because you're driving around a $100,000 fucking Jeep. So, yeah. I think that's an Emirates A380 up there. I think. But he's going. Or maybe I'm wrong. I can't really see it too well because I'm so far. The Track Hawk. This guy's actually obeying the law. Very, either it's that he's obeying the law, or it's that gas is expensive and he doesn't want to drive up all his gasoline. I want to see this guy cut up. So I was thinking about going to the mall, just take a look at the mall, see what's going on at the mall. And I was also going to go by the charging station. I do have 166 miles, but because we have Rosh Hashanah off for today and tomorrow, I figure I get my charged up, and this way I don't have to do it tomorrow. So if there's no line, I'll charge. If there is a line, then I'll wait till tomorrow and I'll charge them. So he's got the Chicken Hawk logo on the Trackhawk. Because keep in mind, instead of doing the smart thing and making it the Hellcat Jeep, these stupid morons say, yeah, let's call it the Trackhawk. Let's call it some stupid shit that doesn't make any fucking sense. And people had to rush out and they had to buy a logo for it because you can't have a car without a logo. So naturally, they got the Chicken Hawk logo, the Chicken Hawk. They should have just put the Hellcat badge on it. It's like, they're so fucking stupid. It's just incredible. They ruin and fuck up everything. So I got this Mercedes next to me. I got this BMW right behind me. This guy's sneaking up in my mirror. He's trying to pass. The Mercedes is not letting him pass. So he's back there. It's like, nah, it ain't that. You can wait, bro. In fact, you're not supposed to be driving fast anyway. You're supposed to be driving at the speed limit. In fact, I'm just going to get out of the way because I'm getting ready to get off anyway. Yeah, you're not showing me nothing. Your car is boring. And if I wanted one, I'd have that. So don't try to speed past me because it's like, I'm not impressed. It's an old-ass BMW. I'm not impressed. I'm just not. Sorry. So let's pop in and check and see about the charging station. Let's see how many people are there. I might be able to just pull right in. I might be able to. Let's just check and see. Crappy ass fucking fart can motors sounds. It's like, I don't need to hear that shit. It's like, why does that car have to sound like it's got a fart can on it? Like, why? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But yeah, so very nice day. We got very lucky. We had a beautiful day. 82 degrees, not too hot. You know, if you feel like going to the beach and it's the end of September, you can. Look at this guy. That guy, bro, you know what you need? You need a truck. You need like one of those. Jeff Bezos said he's going to make a really cheap electric truck. That's what that guy needs. Anybody who's walking around carrying buckets and shit, they need an inexpensive truck. That's what they need. A very cheap truck. Guys walking around with buckets. It was something I did want to talk about. I think it was the market. I think, right now, we haven't even gotten to Dow 50,000 yet. And my portfolio, every single morning I wake up, my portfolio is jumping. Before, even when we had down days, I would talk about the down days and I would talk about it openly. But now we up. And it's not because of Trump. It's because all those tariffs and all that shit, the companies have priced in all that stuff. The tariffs have been priced in. Cost increases have been priced in. And what's interesting is that these people continue to spend. Like, they don't stop. Throwing my AC. These people continue to spend money, and they don't stop spending. They just keep on spending. Now, this is the reason why I kept on insisting that you buy bank stock and credit card stock. Because these people keep spending money without, thinking about it. They just keep spending. Apple iPhones, for example. People say, oh, yeah, you're dumb for buying a 2 terabyte iPhone. Yo, the Apple iPhone sold out. The Pro Max sold out. So let's think about that for a second. You've got this phone that's a phone, by the way. Starts at $1,199. Goes up to $1,999. This thing sold out. Just think about that. So whether I bought it or not didn't really matter because the shit sold out. That is remarkable. Let's see what the chart. Oh, okay, I can pull right in. Oh, yay! I can pull right in. Whee! I should check and see how close these dudes are to being finished. Because I would rather use the fast charger, but it really doesn't matter. Let's see. Let's see if we can zoom in. Let's see. Oh, woo! Let's see if we can zoom in. All right. 80, wait, is that 88 or 80? Is that 77, 88? It looks like 88, 77. Yeah, and I'm not parking in the middle. Fuck that. I prefer to park over here by myself. So, Yeah, let's park it. And then we'll look at the stock market in a second. So I'll park by myself and we'll look at the stock market in a second. But I'm still going to the mall, so I'll add that into this video. Yeah, just pull right on in. Usually with these chargers, people don't really get here until about 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, after people get out of work, that's when you get the long lines and shit. Other than that, usually you can just pull right on it. And as you can see, those two guys are about to be done. So they're keeping it, I'll give them that, they're keeping it moving. They're keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. Everybody gotta look at this. Now, you know what they could have done? They could have put a dumpster, and that would have had people put the garbage in the dumpster. When people clean out their cars while they're sitting here waiting to charge and charging, all they had to do was just have a dumpster. If they had a dumpster, people could charge and people could put their garbage, and now I gotta walk through fucking trash. You know, I mean, come on, seriously? Seriously? You couldn't just put a dumpster here? No. Come on. Really? Why not put a dumpster? Why not just put a dumpster? All right, so yeah, it'll only take me a little while to charge up, and now we can talk about the stock market. So I'm just waiting to hear that beep. Wait for the car to start charging. I'll know in a second. There we go. There's the beep. So there you go. 11, 14, 17, 30, 36, 44. Yeah, these chargers, they don't really charge at a very high rate. I'm at 55 state of charge. But once again, when January comes, my free charging runs out. I'm never coming back to one of these fucking things again. I will charge at home. The only time I'd ever visit another charger is if I go on vacation or something and do a road trip. It costs, I don't know what it costs to fill up a 70 kilowatt. It all depends because individual places charge different amounts. So basically when I charge, I'm usually putting about 70 kilowatt hours back into the battery. So the bottom line is, if I ever do a car road trip, that is when I will charge with one of these chargers. But once my charging credits, the free charging runs out, I'm charging at home. So I've got until January 2nd, I believe. And then after that, I'll be using my Electron home charger from that point on. And the tax credit is about to end. Like, I just went by Cadillac, check out and see how everybody's doing. Tax credit's about to end. I think it's September 30th. So once that happens, chances are EV sales probably will drop. But I think right now, so many people are buying into electric vehicles right now because I'm seeing more and more and more of them on the road. But, even without the EV credit, these companies will probably slash prices, or they'll do something and make incentives or make better lease deals or whatever it is. But I'm not worried. The EV market's going to be just fine.
Money management is something that I love talking about. And really what it ultimately comes down to these days is basically, how do you pay the bills? What's the best way to pay the bills? What's the best way to avoid interest? So ultimately, this is my Apple Card's daily cash. Now, as you can see, because I bought the iPhone 17 Pro Max 2 terabyte, and that thing was $1,999. The total cost of it was $2,149, I believe. I traded in my iPhone 14 Pro Max and got $400 back. I wish it was $500 that I got back, but hey, the phone was 3 years old and the battery was overheating at that point. It was like 70% battery life. So ultimately, they offered $400 and I just basically took it because really I didn't feel like going through the headache of having to go somewhere else. So anyway, this is my Apple Card savings. So as you can see, my Apple Card daily cash, the savings that I've earned on it have built up to $726.37. Now, they're offering, as you can see, a 3.65% APY.
So they're giving you 3.65%. Now, the thing about these online checking accounts, online cards that promise you high interest rates, the reason why they can do that is because they don't have all the overhead that most of these other banks like Capital One and Bank of America, they don't have all the overhead. So they're able to offer you more interest if you're willing to do banking with them. So now if you go back and you look at the actual balance on the card that I just put on the card, you'll see that the $1,791.74. That's the iPhone. And that's minus the cash back that I got. So basically, the question is, how do you pay it off? Like, where you will use the money. If I use the money that's in the Apple Savings, then I lose the high interest rate that Apple Savings is giving me. So instead of paying for it from Apple Savings, what I want to do is I want to pay for it from my Capital One Venture card. So my Capital One Venture card, if I were to go to that, well, not my Capital One Venture card, but if I go to my Capital One account, as you can see right there with my credit score, what is that, 850, of course. And if I were to go here, as you can see, I just bought something that was like $134, so I have to definitely pay that off. So in fact, I could do that right now. Pay that off and bring my balance back to zero. Let's see, maybe later browse pro. What the hell is it? Oh, they're trying to get you to travel with them. I don't really want to do that. So let's see, if I want to make my payments, as you can see, there's no payment due. And the reason why is because I make my payments every single night. So they say, yes, pay to Capital One Venture, no payment is due. But I don't care that no payment's due. I keep my credit card paid off. So what do we want? We want the current balance, but I usually pay just a little bit more than the current balance. So this way, just in case anything hasn't posted. Okay, so you can only go up to 148. Okay, fine. So I'll do 148. Okay, and pay it off. And I do this regularly. Like, I remember having to argue with some asshole, and they were like, oh, yeah, well, you don't need to pay it every single night, because if you pay it every single night, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, it does make a difference. My credit score is 850 and yours isn't. That's the difference. Oh, in fact, it shows you the thing go down at a certain point. So as you can see, for this upcoming trip that I got to Vietnam and Cambodia, my rewards points right there is 159,180 miles. If you cut off the last two digits, basically that tells you that I have $1,591 in rewards points. So you ignore the last two digits. So basically, when I cash those in and I'm on my trip to Vietnam and Cambodia, that gives me, what is that, $1,591 that I can spend on hotels or business class flights or whatever. I'm saving up to 2,000 miles, and then I'll cash out $2,000 to go to Bora Bora. So that's my checking account. That's my savings account in Capital One. I also deal with Wells Fargo, and that's just what it looks like. So what I'm going to do for my iPhone, instead of using the money from my Apple card, which I wanted to do until I looked at the amount that they were giving me for interest, I'm going to pay it from my checking account. Because if you pay it from your checking account, I think there's something here where they tell you where or how much they actually are giving you an APY, but it's not as high as what Apple's giving me. So I'm not going to pay it from that. I'm just going to pay it from the checking account. But basically, that's what you have to understand. If you want to manage money pretty well, what you have to do is focus really on the interest. You don't want to have to spend top dollar in interest. So you want to make sure that you pay 0% interest. Everything I do is paying 0% interest. And that's how you get this exceptional credit score. You don't get the exceptional credit score by paying people interest, by running revolving balances. You don't do it like that. So my trip to Vietnam and Cambodia is on my Wells Fargo card. It is completely financed. All I'm doing is counting down the days. I got like 285 days. And when I get on that plane, on to, Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, and Phnom Penh, Cambodia. So basically that's that. And 0% interest for 21 months. And that's how you have to do it.
Okay, so it is September 23rd, first day of Rosh Hashanah holiday. So basically most of us are off. The Dow is at 46,281 points. I am not satisfied until I see it at 50,000. I believe the Dow is absolutely going to 50,000, and the reason why is because the driving forces are basically the computer and AI companies, specifically the ones that I'm invested in, which is ManGoat. That's Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, Google, oil and gas stocks, and then you have Amazon, AMD, Tesla, and so forth and so on. So long story short, as you can see, gold is reaching its all-time highs of 38.12, but it might have actually been slightly higher, 38.24. So gold is doing better and better, but you also have to remember that gold and most of these large cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin, Ethereum, the reason why they've been going up is because they are getting large-scale investment, not only from government, but from some of these businesses. Now, me personally, I don't trust when the U.S. government is involved in anything. Russia has accused America of planning a rug pull in cryptocurrency, suckering people in it, and then unwinding the U.S. debt using cryptocurrency. So basically what it sounds like to me is this. The U.S. government is buying cryptocurrency and then unwinding the $37 trillion national debt to cryptocurrency. Now, if you want more details, you're going to ask Vladimir Putin, because you're never going to get the truth here, obviously. And while most people don't trust him, thus far, I've yet to catch him in a lie. Thus far. Despite, being KGB and GRU and all that, I've yet to catch him in a lie. He basically is like, I could say whatever the fuck I want. There's nothing you can do about it. And I appreciate that because, I'd rather you just tell me to my face whatever you believe is the truth than to fucking try to lie to me. Then you're insulting my intelligence. But in any event, get to the market. As you can see, right now the market seems to be red, but for the most part, everything's at its all-time highs or close to it. My portfolio is doing very, very well. And every single day I'm waking up to new highs because the thing about it is I'm diversified enough so that even if the tech stocks go down, I've still got the oil stocks. Even if the oil stocks go down, I've still got my bank stocks. Even if my bank stocks go down, I've still got credit card stocks. Even if the credit card stocks go down, I still have real estate investment trusts. So I'm okay. Long story short. Now, one thing I did want to mention, Intel. The government has literally said that they are investing in Intel. Just like I told you a while ago, invest in Micron. Because the government is their claim is that if China were to invade Taiwan, they don't want China controlling the chip market. So the reality is they don't want China having majority share of chips. Therefore, you see all of this craziness with Nancy Pelosi flying over there to Taiwan. You see them doing underhanded deals with NVIDIA. You see what's going on where we're telling Jensen Huang he has to pay the U.S. government like 10% and everything. Bottom line is this. We, America, I should say, and Israel are investing in Intel. So as you could see, Intel, people counting Intel out. If you even look at it over, year to date, Intel is moving up again. Now, I own shares in Intel, but I've never really talked that much about Intel because the thing about it is Intel's been down for a while. But I understood that the government believes in Intel. The government's putting their money into Intel. The government's putting their money into the other one, Micron. I told y'all to buy Micron. Some of you were able to buy it. Some of you didn't. When I told you to buy it, Micron was less than $50. Now it's $166. That's just it. See, you got to understand, I don't trust any of these people. I don't trust any of them. I don't believe a goddamn word they say. What I do is I watch and see what they do and what their movements are. When I found out that you got these congresswomen investing in NVIDIA, I said, okay, let me take more money and put it in NVIDIA because I already held NVIDIA. But when I saw that, what did I do? I made videos. I was like, yo, you need to buy NVIDIA right now. If Nancy Pelosi is literally flying over there, you need to buy it. I believe it was Marjorie Taylor Greene or Laura or Boebert, one of them. It was one of them. I can't remember who it was, but they were investing in Intel because we have apps now that can track Congress people and what they're buying stock in. When I saw them invest in Intel, I was like, yo, you need to buy Intel. You need to do it because you ain't going to hear this on regular news. They don't talk about this stuff. I'm like one of the only people, I'm probably the only person that you hear raving about buying credit card stocks. I don't think you've heard anybody else talking about that shit. Everybody else is talking about the big stuff. They're talking about the what is it called? Buy the rumor, sell the fact. I don't do that. I'm looking to see strategic investments. That's what I'm looking for. So you can judge me how you judge me. You can say whatever you want about me. Bottom line is, I'm going to be on a beach in Philippines or Thailand or Bali or whatever it is. I'm going to be on that beach. I'm going to have a wife half your wife's age. And she's going to be rubbing my body down with the coconut oil. And yes, honey, I'd like some buko juice. And then she just reached over, give the buko juice, put it in my mouth. I want you to understand something. I want you to understand this. I have no aspirations of working beyond retirement at all. I'm very, very close to retirement. I have no aspiration. You see how these people are slaves to the system? And even after they retire, they still got to work because their kids went to some party school and they have to keep working to pay their kids tuition and they got to keep working to pay their kids room and board. That will not be me. I'm going to be with no aspirations, no dreams, nothing. I'm going to be on the beach. I'm going to be getting my body rubbed down. My wife's going to be half your wife's age. I'm just going to be sipping buko juice. And I'm going to be doing nothing. Like when I go on these vacations, these lovely vacations, let me let you in on a secret. I ain't doing nothing. I go shopping for groceries and stuff to put in the refrigerator. And other than that, I'm going shopping, swimming, and fucking. And that's all I'm doing. I have no aspirations. I look at my parents. My parents, they retired. They don't have children that they have to continue to pour money into. Their children are grown. I don't intend to be working. My father, he couldn't give it up. He enjoyed working. He had a routine. He liked working so much he wanted to go back to work after he retired. I was like, why the hell would you want to do that? Why do you want to keep working? Oh, well, I'd like doing it. And I'm like, yo, listen, okay, fine. You want to kill yourself for the system, you go right on it. My mom did the same shit. She was very, very professional. She liked working and all. I don't fucking want to work for these people. I only understand that I have to just to build up my retirement, build up my portfolios, build up my pension and all that so that when I get ready to say, you know what, I'm done, I want out, and that's it. These people, oh yeah, with my child, I have to pay for their tuition. I got to pay for their dorm fees. And I got to keep working. Oh, the taxes went up. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm going to be on a beach. I'm going to have beach sand, the little pebbles, the particles of sand just rolling off my balls. Beach water splashing between my toes. I'm not doing shit. From that point on, even if how they say people who retire, they don't live very long. Usually, they just die or whatever. No, I'm going to be on that beach up until the Lord take me. And it's just that simple. I have no aspirations of working beyond retirement. So this money that I'm talking about right now, this money, these portfolios that I'm talking about right now, all of that is a plan. And it's simply a plan to say, yo, I'm out of here. And that's it. When America goes down the tubes and it gets more and more violent, y'all have that civil war, I'm going to be watching it from the Philippines. I'm not going to be here. When y'all decide to riot and shit because they're not paying your money and AI takes your job and this, that, and the other, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be out of here. Yeah, that's I'm going to be out of here. How you doing? I'm not going to be here. I'm not.
I don't intend to have to put anything more into this place than I absolutely have to. And it's just that simple. So right now, my YouTube money that keeps coming in month over month, all of that money I'm shuffling towards my stock portfolios. Because from that point, that money continues to earn money. I'm not taking that money. I'm not trying to flex that money at all. I'm not trying to flex that money. All that money is going towards my stock portfolio. And that's it. That's it. That's my plan R, plan retirement. That's my plan R right there. So anyway, as far as these stocks go, what is this? Bitcoin is 111,000. I think crypto winter is coming soon. When crypto winter rolls around, if you really like Bitcoin, you really like Ethereum, that's when you should buy in. When the crypto winter hits, Ethereum's at 4150. It'll drop below 4,000 again. I think most people are probably better off just betting on Bitcoin if that's what you want to do. But you got to understand, my money is in my houses. I'm driving my money right now, some of it. My money is in my hand in this fucking $2,000 iPhone. The bottom line is, it's like I'm trying to take every dime and I'm trying to maximize it. Turn one dime into two. Some of y'all just don't understand what I'm doing here. You just don't understand it. And someday you will. When you see me on that beach, maybe I'll put my chick in the video, because I usually don't put other people in the videos if they're related to me or whatever. Maybe I'll put it. I'm gonna show you her fat ass, that juicy ass with the buko juice in her hand, and some of you'll be jealous. Oh, how did you do that? How did you get there? And I'll be like, don't ask me how I got here. Don't ask me how I did it, because I tried to tell you. Some of y'all didn't want to listen. Some of y'all, oh no, I'm betting on Dogecoin. It's like, okay, fine, you do that. You bet on Dogecoin. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna fight you. It's your money. Do whatever you want with it. I'm not Charlie Kirk. I'm not out here picking arguments and shit. I'm not doing it. There's so many things I'm just not doing. I'm just not going to do it. It's kind of like a New Year's resolution, but it's coming early. So as far as these stocks, let me tell you something. These stocks, let's see, a lot of these things are in the red right now, but it's just temporary sell-offs. But look at this. Look at these banks. Look at these banks year to date. Look at these banks. These stocks, these credit card stocks, look at Goldman Sachs, $802. Now, I've been telling you about I've been talking about Goldman Sachs. I've been talking about this since the Goldman Sachs was at $400 and something. It was actually less than that, but, it varies. It's at $802. I've been talking about this. I've been talking about these credit cards. You can't get stuck looking at the red. What you got to look at is the fact that for every share of this shit you buy, you're putting yourself in a position towards whatever stock split comes in the future. You're putting yourself in a position to collect those dividends. That's what your focus should be. Hopefully that's what your focus is. I hope. People be emailing me. People ask me, oh, what should I put my money in? What should I buy a portfolio? I say the same shit every time. Banks and credit cards. Americans are going to go deep, deep, deep into debt. Right now, the national debt is $37 trillion, and it's more than that. Soon, it's going to be $40 trillion. We're going deeper and deeper and deeper into debt, and I am not with it. I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm going to be in Southeast Asia, and I'm going to have my hand around some young chick's ass cheeks. My wife is going to be a nice young chick, younger than your wife. And I'm probably going to raise my children in Southeast Asia. You know why? Because their schools are less dangerous, for one. My kids are going to learn math, because, this is Asia, by the way. So my kids are going to be mathematicians, probably software engineers. And that's it. And it won't cost me much, because, those people, they're educating their children, and they're spending far less than we're spending here. The intent does not equal the impact. So the bottom line is, I'm going to be doing it up. living it up, having fun, having a good time. And when you see me, don't ask me how I did it. Don't ask me. Please don't ask me how I did it. Because I'm going to say, you know what? I told you, but you didn't listen. You didn't listen. I told you how I did it. Or, and I don't blame you because YouTube does manipulate the internet traffic. Poor Filipina P is finding that out. She's looking at her videos. She's like, wait a minute. Why is my money going down? Why is my viewership going down? She's got over 400, I think it's 400 and something thousand subscribers. And she's trying to figure out right now, why is her subscribership going down? Why is her viewership going down? Why is her money going down? And I wanted to tell her, I was like, yeah, Filipina P, YouTube's manipulating the goddamn traffic. I can't even imagine where I'd be right now if YouTube wasn't manipulating the traffic and playing freaking political games and shit. Bottom line is, I don't let that deter me. I'm still filing my 1099, still collecting them checks for my royalties, and I'm still filing my taxes, and I'm still getting business tax deductions. I ain't even letting it bother me. Not letting it bother me at all. But, it's amazing when you look at a situation, you're like, man, I could be so much further ahead if people weren't fucking with me. But, what did Roth, what was his name? Hyman Roth, what did he say? I didn't get angry. I just said, this is the business that we've chosen. I didn't get angry. He was a young dude running around, shooting his mouth off, starting arguments and fights with people about black crime statistics. And when somebody gave the order and he got popped, I didn't get angry. I just said, this is the business that we've chosen. So that's what it is. So if you understand the reference, now you basically see where I'm going with this. So long story short, I'm going to the mall, and I'm going to take a look in the mall, see what's going on in the mall. And maybe, because I haven't been to the mall in a little while, just see what's going on there. And that's that. That's that. So this is what I'm talking about. Banks and credit card stocks. Everything that pays a dividend. Some of these banks don't pay dividends because they're not profitable. Get into the banks, pay dividends, get those dividends, take that money, reinvest those dividends. A lot of people need to start focusing on their retirement. A lot of people do not have good investment portfolios. There are some of you who are wasting your fucking money because your kids go to a party school and you're spending all your money on them. What I'm saying, you gotta straighten it up. You gotta work on that. You gotta make it, right the ship. That's what I'm saying. But that's where I am right now. So my charging is almost done. So let's get ready to go to the mall. Here we are, the mall. Just here taking a visit, see what's going on in the mall. So, long story short, I just felt like walking in, just see what they got. Have no intentions of buying anything right now. I already got what I wanted. So, hey, look at that helicopter. That's a nice one. Yeah, I'm guessing all of the real hype, all of that died down. Everybody probably has their phone by now. So, there shouldn't be too many people there. But then again, it is the Apple store. So much energy, so much craziness. There's a lot of people there. So, there should be some action. There should be some excitement. I gotta also go to the bathroom. Gotta find the public bathroom. I forget where they are, but there's usually next to the food court. So basically, while I do my recordings, it's like you can basically see the quality of the iPhone. What is it? The 120 frame per second quality. In fact, every single phone that I think I've bought within the last couple of phones, I've made this exact same walk.
You know, we could basically see the, you know, the difference in the dynamic lighting and all that. See all these Americans going deep into debt. That's why I say, yeah, banks and credit cards, banks and credit cards. Banks and credit cards. Oh, that's a nice little stand. What's this? Yeah. Some people have already taken a look at my photos. Sorry. Some people have looked at my photos. Some people have looked at my videos, and they already said that they look pretty decent. Some people said that they didn't see a major difference in the video quality, but they also said that they saw a difference in the picture quality. My guess is it's YouTube settings, because YouTube, as far as I've seen, they didn't have a setting for 120 frame per second video. They do have the 4K setting, they have the 8K setting, I think they have a 16K setting, but for the most part, it really comes down to YouTube and how they post-process. It really comes down to that. We're almost to the Apple Store. Let's see what they got up in here. Yeah, see, that's the everybody wants to be next to the Apple Store, you know, because they know that that's easy traffic. Lululemon, I don't even know what the fuck they sell. I guess it's clothes, yeah. Basically, if you had a stand, especially if you had a stand near the Apple Store, the best thing to do is to have a stand where you repair phones. I mean, if you were repairing Apple phones and you have a stand in front of the Apple Store and you can repair their phones, that's easy money. You know, that's weird. I don't remember having to walk this far. Something's wrong. What the fuck is the Apple Store? Did they change it? I think they changed it because I don't see the Apple Store. The Apple Store, unless I walk past it. No, something's wrong. Wait a minute. I think they moved it. I think they changed where it is. Let's see. Macy's, Neiman Market. Oh, they moved the store. I gotta figure out where the store is. Gotta ask somebody. Because before, the shit was right there. It's not there no more. That's a problem. Oh, they got an NYU Lane Going Health in here? I gotta ask somebody where the Apple Store is. Because I haven't been here in a little while, but it looks like they moved it. I gotta find out where it is. Should be around here somewhere. So I'm looking at this bullshit. They moved the Apple Store from one side of this freaking place to the other. So now, instead of it being in the middle of this mall on one side of the building, now they moved it to the corner, like right next to Macy's. So I'm trying to figure out why did they move it, but I'm gonna go up in there and take a look in there and see, what the new Apple Store looks like. So I'm gonna go in there and take a look. I'm gonna put the phone down because I don't want them to, oh, you can't record. It's like, fuck that. It's like I'm gonna go in there recording. Hell with you. Oh, this store is smaller. I don't like this. All right, so this store is definitely smaller than the other one. I'm not crazy about this place. I don't like this one. I don't know why they switched it, because I know they were making enough money to stay at the other one, but I really like the other one more. You know, I don't know why they moved to the opposite side. Let's see where those airs at. I like playing with the air. This is a 16. Oh, here we go. 17 Air. I like playing with this. So basically, I was just on the phone with my father a second ago, and I was gonna get him the iPhone Air. I was gonna get him and my mother the iPhone Air, and then I looked up the prices of these things. These things are $1,000. It's like, this is half the price of my phone. It's like, yo, that's a lot of money. But my father, he reads email, watches the video clips and stuff I send him, and all he does is use it as a phone, and he uses it for watching YouTube, and that's like it. Like, he doesn't do anything with it beyond that. It's amazing how small this is. Like, we put this next to it. Like, yeah, the Pro Max is definitely taller and it's much thicker. But that's like interesting how small. Like they were saying that when you try to bend these things, that they don't bend very easily, and then because the titanium has an elastic quality to it, like they unbend themselves. And of course it has the camera phone button. I like, just like my phone, it has the camera button on the side. But the thing about it is it only has 2x zoom, so it doesn't zoom as much as the Pro Max camera does. But, and another thing they were saying, these have eSIM and they don't have a SIM card slot. So if there's no SIM card slot, you can't swap them in other countries. You can only use the SIM card that's the eSIM. So I think my phone supports like multiple eSIMs, but these, you can't do that because it doesn't have a SIM card slot. So, and they also were saying it only has a what is it called? It only has a speaker up at the top, but it doesn't have the speaker at the bottom like my phone does. So if you turn it on the side and you listen to it, like if you watch a video and you listen to it, you only hear it from like one speaker. So that's like, let me see if I can go to YouTube. Let me see what it sounds like. I know it's loud in here, but that's probably a good thing. So this way you can clearly see. In fact, let me go to my channel. Big Truck E-Reviews? No. Trucks here. I'm trying to figure out why did they switch to a smaller store though? Like this store is dark. I don't like this. You know why they switched from the store in the middle of to this one? Oh, they're renewing it? Oh, okay, cool. I like it. All right.
This is temporary.
Yeah, thank God. I was looking for the store. I came in here and I'm looking for the store, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah.
I was here last week too. I was like, wait, I thought this wasn't here.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, they got rid of the store. I was like, what's going on? And I searched for it. I didn't see it on the map. Didn't see anything on the map. And I was like, whoa, what happened? Yeah. Oh, okay, so it's under construction. That sounds cool. So I'll definitely come back and see it then. Yeah. All right, so let's see this video right here. Yeah, you only hear it from the left side. Nothing from the bottom because the speaker's only right here at the top. It's a very thin speaker. You don't see it that well. But, for some people, it's enough. Hey, did you guys sell out on Pro Maxes?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. That's what I thought. But you still have Airs?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you see this one? This one doesn't have a string on it. You see that? Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to see that walk out of here. Yeah, I'm a shareholder. We care. Yeah, we care. All right, let's see. What else they got up in here? 16. Let's see. I was really thinking about getting a Mini. I'll wait till probably about Christmas, though. Because then they'll have it for they'll knock the price down on it, $200. I could probably, the cheapest iPad you can usually get is about $200. So I like these new pencils. I like how the pen charges on the side of the screen. I really like that. That's pretty cool. Not that walk out of here. These are 16s. I was talking to somebody. They were like, "Yeah, I have a 16," and they wanted to upgrade. I'm like, "Yo, listen. If you have a 16, there's no point in upgrading. You should just wait till the 20. If you have a 16 or a 17, you should just wait till the 20. I think." Yo, okay, these are white. It's white. Like Becky. Becky's white. All right. So the Air only, like, I know the Air comes in multiple colors, but thus far as like I've only seen it in one. Okay. To test out headphones. But I have an AirPod Max headphone. So the only headphones that I would buy is the AirPod Pro 3, but I'm gonna wait until it gets time for me to go on my vacation, and that's when I'll buy. I'll just wait. So yeah, all right, I'm pretty much done. This is all I really wanted to see. This is all I wanted to see, basically. Yeah, so I'm done. There's no, like, this is all I really wanted to see. There's like nothing else. Cool. Oh, AT&T. You know what's funny? AT&T, I used to like them, but now my service is so much better with Verizon. So I'm afraid I won't be missing them. Not at all. I will not be missing AT&T at all. And by the way, if you've seen the pictures of the case that I have on my iPhone, I just went on eBay and I typed up clear case iPhone 17 Pro Max with shock absorbers, and it comes right up. And it was only like $15. Not very expensive, it's cheap. Yeah, so as you can see, it looks really good. But thus far, I'm liking it. Does everything it has to do, and it has so much ridiculous amounts of storage space until, for the most part, it's hard for me to even run out of storage space, you know, especially when I go on vacation. It'll be very difficult. All done, huh? You got Becky and Karen and Crystal. Becky, Karen, and Crystal. Oh, this guy sells cases. Yeah, I'm going back to my car. I'm done. Urban Outfitters. Does anybody shop here anymore? I don't know. All these Americans walking around trying to figure out how to go deeper into debt. Buy those credit card stocks. Do what I tell you and you will not regret it. They said they were out of Pro Max iPhones, but they still had the iPhone Air. But they're out of Pro Max completely. Yeah, oh, so the iPhone store is being remodeled. So when they have a new grand opening, that'll be interesting, I suppose. Same store, same place. It'll just be supposedly it'll be nicer, supposedly. So we'll see what happens. I tell you, looking through this picture, it's actually brighter than real life because the screen is backlit. So it's actually like slightly brighter. But the iPhone is really good in low light conditions. Better than the Galaxy, by the way. All right, so let's get out of here. So yeah, all these school kids got the day off because they got today and tomorrow off. Okay, I'll go. Big old red, brand new Escalade right there. Got the brand new red Look at that. Holy shit. Look at this guy. You got the yellow badges and everything on that V. Wow, that's nice. All right, that's nice. Nice one. Very nice. Well, this is nice. My mom has that XT5 right there. And one of my friends, I took her to get an XT5 to replace the headlight on the passenger side for my friend. Cadillac told me that shit is $500. It's a $60 bulb, but the parts and labor, because I think they have to take the bumper off or something just to get to the bulb. Something like that. I don't know what it is. They have to take parts out of the car to get to the bulb. But the parts and labor is somewhere around $400. So it's $400 plus $65 for the bulb. And you're looking at damn near $500 with tax, if not more than $500 with tax, to get a new passenger bulb. That sucks. Yeah, but the XT5 is a great car. A lot of people have them, and I think a lot of people are going to want them when the new one arrives because it's going to have the same interior that this Lyric has. Because this is a really good interior. I have to say, this is a very good interior. I've driven so many cars. And I'm very, very impressed with what Cadillac did with this interior. somebody said, oh yeah, well, the Cadillacs that you're driving, these electric Cadillacs are really BYD. And oh shit, this guy got the yellow Urus over there. Look at that. Yellow Urus. It's bright. It's like, yeah, let me buy a car that's really, really bright and shiny. And everybody will notice it from a distance. But I have to park it as far away as possible so that everybody can see it to make sure that nobody screws with it. It's the only downside. It's like, how do you have anything nice? Oh, look, there's a sport model XT6 right there. So, oh, this guy ran over the damn grass right there. You gotta be careful. You're gonna hurt yourself. Yeah, there's the Tesla chargers were over here. I guess, yeah, they're still over there. They moved them. All right. Roosevelt Field Mall. Yeah, this is very nice. You want to come here, you want to put yourself into some debt. Best place you can go. This is iPhone 17 Pro Max, 2 terabyte during regular operation. So as you can see, it's got beautiful color, fantastic resolution. Nobody can say that the iPhone isn't the best. Nobody can say that. So anybody who's talking about those Android phones, y'all can just keep on talking about them because they're boring. Now let's see if we got some salad dressing. Let's see what we got for salad. I got to get some salads. What is this salad dressing? Let's see what they got. You got Caesar, Italian. What is this? Oh, they got sugar-free. Poppy seeds, disgusting. No, thank you. I tried one of those. I was just absolutely disgusted. French onion. And I've told you one of my favorite soups is if you get chicken soup, like chicken with rice, and you add lemon to it, like a lot of lemon juice, and that makes it just like the Greek lemon white chicken soup. And even this one's pretty good, this chicken orzo with lemon. This is actually pretty good. You put some lemon juice in that, it tastes even better. But the chicken with rice, one of these, that right there is a whole meal. It's delicious. It's just like those Greek lemon potatoes. Yeah, I gotta get more salad. And here's another thing. If you like jalapenos like I do, or you like peppers, yes, this is some fabulous stuff right here. Oh, these are what I usually buy. I usually buy these, but I already have 1 can of this. And I also got some jalapenos, so I'm good for right now. I'll get more when I need it because I don't like my salad going bad by me not eating it fast enough. As far as pasta, I really shouldn't buy any more pasta. I'm not going to buy any more pasta because we're trying to stay away from pasta. We're eating a salad, and maybe I will get some cheese though because I got that feta Greek cheese and I had some shaved Parmesan. So yeah, I will check for that. Oh, we got the peppers right here. Cherry peppers. I think this is the kind one of the kinds I want, yeah. Yeah, I'll use what I have right now. The next time I come, I'll go to Stop and Shop. I'll get more peppers. Oh, yeah. Probably gotta get some coffee creamer. Gotta get some cheese too. Oil. Stay away from that sugar. That shit'll kill you. Stay away from that sugar. That stuff will kill you. Yeah. Got the tea right here. Yeah, tea and crackers. I gotta get coffee creamer and cheese. Because I ran out of cheese. Oh, we got eggnog back out. Okay, it looks like it's Thanksgiving eggnog season. Any new flavors? Anything on sale? You know, it's like you gotta buy this shit from Walmart. Twix zero sugar, huh? How do you take a candy bar called Twix and turn it into zero sugar? Like how do you even do that without giving people cancer? Let me go get that cheese. I gotta figure out where the cheese is. All right, so we got 2 for $4 mozzarellas. All right, we could do that. 2 for $4 mozzarella. All right. That's good enough for now. All right, I think I got everything I need. Oh, yeah, these Oreos, man, these are some good Oreos. You cannot buy those because you will eat them all up. The Halloween candy. Oh, that's interesting. I got a pumpkin frappuccino. It's a weird thing. You got a Chucky flavored Fanta? This thing. Okay, I think I'm done. I can't think of anything else I gotta get from this freaking place. I think I'm done. Oh, wait. That's right there. See what best spices they got. Anything stands out? Probably not. Extracts. No, I don't think I need that right now. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I got what I needed. All right, let's get up out of here. I believe that I am done. On my way out of here. Got my shopping done. You see, the thing about it is, when you have holidays, you got like a couple of days off, and you're at home, you end up eating all your food up. So there's these Shell recharge charging stations here in the parking lot. And there's a chick right here with the white on white Tesla, and she's recharging her car while she's waiting, but it's level 2, so it takes forever. It's like these things are only really good for topping your car off. You know, they're not really that great for a full recharge. But I guess if you have credits, they're better than nothing, I suppose. All right, we got the Lamborghini Urus. Turn this shit down. Otherwise, Mr. Mahi. These guys with the Mahi. That's Mr. Lamborghini Mahi right there. It's like when you got a color like that, yeah, you want everybody to see that shit. Mr. Mahi. Yeah, these Uruses, these things have been on the market so long. I mean, you can get them used for under $200,000. I mean, they start around $3,000, but who knows who can tell the difference? Who knows the difference? How do you know the difference between a new one and an old one? You don't. Nice though, very nice. So I'm about done for today. So I'll probably compile this, throw this little video clip together. Just, you know, shit posting. Yeah, so nice out here. It's like 81 degrees. It's just a very nice day.
To be continued.